for those that maybe are just joining us for the first time, just a reminder, you can always catch us Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. until noon live, Civic Center TV, Birmingham area municipal access. You can also watch us channel 15 on Comcast 99, AT&T, and listen to us on the radio, 89.3 Lakes FM, 88.1 FM The Biff. And we are also live streaming today's edition of the MegaCast on our Facebook page. So we try to make it easy for all of you to be able to tune in to some of the great interviews that we do here on the MegaCast, which of course was born out of the pandemic. We're more than a year into the COVID-19 crisis. And while we are starting to get back to somewhat normal, hope is on the horizon, there are some things that we still have to do virtual, and that includes Michigan Week and the Community Awards. But the programming is going to be no less fabulous. To talk a little bit more, let's bring in Deborah Macon, our good friend, with the Greater West Bloomfield Michigan Week Community Awards. Deb, thank you again for being with us.
Oh my, what a treat being here, especially on the day of our big event.
So, and I love this too, because we know this actually kind of started, back in the 50s as a way that, who was it, the former Don Weeks, he was the former state of Michigan Economic Development Director, kind of started a Michigan Week to talk about all the great people and businesses that are here in the state of Michigan. It's evolved over time to Michigan Week. Tell us more about the history.
Oh my gosh, thank you. I would love to do that. So Don Weeks was part of Michigan government at that time, and everyone thought, let's shine a spotlight on Michigan, all things Michigan. So Michigan Week was born, but we have always carried things to a little bit bigger way here in Greater West Bloomfield. So it literally began looking at everything, and not just looking, celebrating the people, the places, the traditions, Michigan parks, Michigan agriculture, Michigan businesses, the faith community is involved as well. And it literally was in place for decades when leaders right here in West Bloomfield and Greater West Bloomfield decided, well, there are wonderful things happening here, so we need to be part of the picture. So literally 49 years ago in 1972, leaders right here in our community decided to hold its first Michigan Week celebration in May. And it has continued to grow. And so many of us in the community have kept it alive because we are equally as passionate.
So with that, Deb, I know you've been involved with this program for several years, but what's it been like for you and the other committee members over the past year?
We actually decided to take our own experiences and let that inform the theme that we selected for this year. Now, 2020 was the year that we'd like to put in the rearview mirror. But clearly, one of the things we observed is that essential workers, public safety, nurses, firefighters, the neighbor next door, everyone around us pitched in to do a little bit more. And what evolved was our planning group's conversation around, look at how we're all shining together. And when someone said those words, the room erupted and we knew that must be our theme.
And how do you go about trying to pick the recipients? Because like you said, this past year has been unusual. And I really feel it's brought us back to our community roots.
Ronnie, we're going to have to keep that phrase, back to our community roots. We listen everywhere and take in whatever we hear that is a theme that we feel needs to be lifted up. And when you ask, how do we pick? Well, we have a secret. We
Are you sharing the secret, Deb?
Yes. And we have, and we're all about letting it out. We spend literally the entire year planning for celebrating the wonders of Greater West Bloomfield. And when we say the wonders, we mean who are the people that have made absolutely everything work, especially during this pandemic. So literally, we are using criteria that we've established traditionally over decades, actually. So here in Greater West Bloomfield, we honor volunteers in 7 different categories, and we make a spot for everyone. We really do that. Now, it's going to clearly be announced tonight. We have literally honored, or will be honoring tonight, close to 60 people who have done amazing things. Now, we involve everyone in the process, and here's how we do that. We're very clear about the criteria in each of the 7 categories, from youth volunteer leadership, environmental stewardship. In each of those 7 categories, and there are plenty more, we literally lay out what we're looking to shine a light on, so that when someone is nominating for an award category, they have right in front of them what the expectations are. And you know what? People always rise to the occasion. It's going to be such a treat for the entire community to see the people who are shining together literally all across Greater West Bloomfield, all ages and stages of life, helping out in many, many different ways.
Deb Macon with us here on the MegaCast. She's the Greater West Bloomfield Michigan Week Community Awards member of the committee. And with that, Deb, I have to ask, sure, when we're talking about so many people, I just feel like, what's been the response from them and receiving this? Because I've seen the yard signs throughout the community.
You have? Good. Well, for 47 years, this was a face-to-face event, which meant, by the way, we have hosted the breakfast or the volunteer gala of sorts in every venue that is large enough in Greater West Bloomfield. And by the way, we're already set for year 50. And we believe we're going to the largest venue ever, because our viewership, now that we have amazingly partnered with Civic Center TV, and I will never stop with the accolades for what Civic Center TV has done to make this work. But you asked specifically about the response of the volunteers. Well, you know, because we've been virtual, we programmed an extra little bit of a surprise in, including drama. And we got our clue from the Academy Awards. So literally, once all of those 60 honorees were selected, we came up with an idea. We want to capture their face once they learn about the amazing way they are being honored and recognized. So the volunteer team that puts this together delivered plaques, certificates, medallions, all kinds of volunteer bling to each person's home or office, so that as soon as our fabulous producer, Larry Nyland from Civic Center TV, would introduce them on our Zoom portrait, they would have only just learned how they're being thanked. So we capture a surprise. Now, there was another little piece, Ronnie, that you tapped into when you said, how did people respond? We delivered each tribute each sign, each certificate. And do you know, I had the absolute most fun ever delivering the award tribute package and sign to a volunteer. In that moment, seeing the look on his face, it's this year has been worth it.
It's been worth it. It touched your heart.
It did. And you know what? All of my buddies who've all become very good friends, because when I say we work all year, we work all year. We want to lift up the people that are going the extra mile. And we're already in place to start 2 weeks after our big event tonight, literally.
Already thinking ahead
Oh,
to 2022.
you know what? 2022 is the 50th anniversary of the Michigan Week celebration in Greater West Bloomfield. And two of our colleagues who were part of that original celebration are with us, and we can't wait to shine a light on them.
Well, I
That
think it's been such a great platform that you've used to try to highlight all the good work that so many people here in the community, how we've all pulled together. But I will say, Deb, let's hope we don't go through another pandemic again for another 100 years.
you know what? We are all with you on that, but we literally owe so much of the success for this year and last year. Again, I won't stop saying thank you to Civic Center Television and the entire crew for everything you all have done to help us say thank you in so many amazing ways.
Well, again, Dave Scott and Tyler and Larry, they really are the driving force behind that. And we should let everyone know because it is virtual. And in a way, it's kind of good because more people get to be a part of it. So the event is tonight.
Yes, it is tonight. We start with a viewing party. And tonight at 7 p.m., right here on Channel 15 and over Civic Center's Facebook page and the website, people will be able to jump in and meet these amazing local heroes who are lifting us all up.
And just you just said it right there, Deb. Local heroes. And so many times we forget to thank those that are right here in our community doing so many things. Just even the smallest gesture of kindness can really make a difference in someone's life. But Deb, again, thank you for you and but your entire team too, because I know it's been a challenging year for all of you as well.
This is a huge team effort. We are very good friends. We work well together. And I would be remiss if I didn't say we're looking for more teammates. 50-50, we expect to be in person and to match the big ideas and big plans, we would love new friends.
So with that, Deb, how can people, if they want to volunteer, get involved,
Oh,
how can they do so?
I am really ready to say this. Our web presence is michiganweek.org. Won't you go to michiganweek.org, send us a note through the contact box. And by the way, we have that set up so that several of us will all get the message at the same time so that no message will pass us by.
That's, get involved in your community. If anything, over the past year, we've all learned that. You're listening to 89.3 WBLD Orchard Lake. And with that, again, the kickoff is going to be happening tonight, May 19th, starting at 7 o'clock p.m. Civic Center TV. Every place you get the megacast, you will be able to watch and tune in to the award ceremony this evening. Deb, anything maybe I didn't ask that you want to add?
Oh my gosh, there is only one thing. Would each person who is listening, who is watching, please say thank you at least 5 times today, maybe more, to people who have touched your life in amazing ways. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.